Hey, BTS Army, welcome. Hey, Liz, welcome in. Janie, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank God it's Friday, Liz. It was, it dragged. I had, I had no motivation today at work. It was one of those days where I, the way my job is set up, I called in a couple of kids that I needed to work with, and I did some testing. Um, but it was one of those days where I was like, I'm gonna just do the minimal today, just because it's Friday. There's no school on Monday, and then this whole TikTok thing's got me so disappointed. Just so disappointed in um, the results and just the administration. Just too much. Way too much. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like, we'll have to wait and see what people's habits, because everybody's habits have been formed around TikTok, and then once it's gone, it's like everybody just kind of flies away. I almost feel it too, just looking at the content that's on. It's like there's not a lot of creativity on there. Just kind of some. I know, just Susie, welcome in. Yeah, it's very upsetting. Very upsetting. It's not. It's not positive. Snap back there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ariel, welcome in. Hey, Cindy Penny, welcome in. We'll yeah, snapback. We're gonna be reading four tonight. We'll be reading four books tonight. We'll wait and see how everybody's. I honestly feel um, that people's habits are now with the news. I mean, with the news going around about TikTok, I've just noticed um, less and less people doing their regular routines with TikTok. It's almost as if everybody's starting to shift away. So it's a little disappointing. A little disappointing. Gifford the Great, yeah, but I've also heard that the thing is, the thing that keeps me going, and this is gonna sound bad, but the thing that keeps me going with TikTok is that there is a compensation for it. So like, just just within the last since September, since I've been doing it, I've gotten $200 just with like the little gifts everybody gives and all that stuff. And that's the part that's worth it, because I feel like you can grow that, and that's a goal. Um, so we're with YouTube and Instagram, it's not the same thing. So I'd be doing it for free. I enjoy it. I love doing it. I could do it, but the reality is, the money part is yes. Oh, Manny, yes. And that's the part that you know that's the part that I have to make peace with myself, and all the things that I've learned about codependency and everything. It is worth compensation, and that's why I don't want to do it for free. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Just Susie. Yeah, that's the hard part, the worthiness part. Um, it's a struggle. do I feel worthy enough to ask for compensation what I do? So those are the things that for the transfer of power, yeah. Jonah Ridley. Oh, thank you so much. Oh me, oh my. That really, like, that's worth it. Yes. The money part is always sticky to talk about, and I don't want to. Um, I don't want to downplay it. Um, but it's TikTok. The algorithm really does help, um, and that's like, you know, the more work you put into it, the algorithm kind of like supports that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Cindy Penny. I really appreciate that. Yeah. I really do appreciate that. And I enjoy making the decorations and everything too. It's so much fun. My joy becomes your joy, which has always been the intention behind it. But we'll keep our heads up. We'll keep our heads up. We're not gonna. Are we still waiting for any further? Yeah. Hey, Christina Clay Logan, welcome in. We're still waiting on the decision. We'll see how it. We'll see how it all plays out. Yeah. Yeah, and that was the thing. It's like with Instagram, they want you to pay for a membership so that you can get your stuff out there. And I don't think that's I don't know. I feel like TikTok more resembles the American way. Like if you have a talent or if you have a skill, you can get compensated for it. Yeah, this is where all my issues come up. I know, Butterfingers, right? Clay on Instagram, they want to do like a tier system. I don't know if they ever enacted that. Um, but we'll see. Yes, YouTube. We're still streaming on YouTube. It's just hard to decide when to like move it over. Mace, currently right now we're on YouTube. We have a stream that's going on right now at the same time. So if you click the link in my bio for on my TikTok, it'll send you over to YouTube, and then uh, we'll keep the lives going on there. Mace, I appreciate that. Yes, Christina. Yeah, we'll do. We'll see how things play out in the next week. Um, we'll see how things play out in the next week, and then we'll kind of go from there. See what we do with YouTube YT, we were talking about Instagram. Supposedly, some people were telling me. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but some people have been saying on the For You page on YouTube, they've been seeing ads for Instagram, and then I've been noticing some posts today on Instagram about they've been making changes to the platform already. Hey, Shalise, welcome in. And plus, I like Instagram's or I like TikTok's comment section. The comment section is what makes it the best. The interaction. Just Thank you so much. Thank you, Just Susie, for doing that. I really appreciate it. I was confused too because the chat said they would gladly pay, but yeah, Clay Logan, I am, but the comment section on YouTube, you have to have over 1,000 followers to do the comment section like we have here. People can comment on YouTube, but it comes up and then it goes away. You don't get to see you don't get to see what people have said previously. So we'll see. You know, the best thing about TikTok is the live, so maybe they'll keep it and see. Maybe we'll keep it around and see. Didn't know what's happening. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna wait and see how things unfold. But let's not talk about that. Let's read some books. We have a whole bunch of new titles for you guys. All right. Let's start with our Valentine's Day book, since we are in Valentine's month. Let's get out one of the books that we wanted to read. I have them sectioned off. Let me see where is that? Yeah. So our books, Patreon if TikTok goes away. Just Susie, let me look into it. Let me look into it and see how that would work. I do have some issues with, that's my whole thing that I need to work through, which is the worthiness. So let me work through that. And let me see about Patreon, and we'll get that. I'll talk to you about that. Thank you, wonderful world. Welcome in. All right, so our first book is going to be our theme of either love or Valentine's Day, and this one's one that says, "Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. You are my I love you." Yeah, Clay Logan. That's the thing. We love a good lime green. This lime green has been trademarked by Charlie XCX. Every time I see a lime green, I think of Charlie XCX. You are my I love you. I am your parent, you are my child. I am your quiet place, you are my wild. Aw. Yes, very Gregory. Thank you so much, guys, for the heart. I really appreciate it. Yes, wonderful world. We might as well cherish the time that we do have together, since we don't know where we're going. We don't know where we're going. I love this one because of the old school pictures that it gives. It's very classic, very traditional. I am your calm face, you are my giggle. I am your weight, you are my wiggle. We love these. Father bear and the baby bear. Yes, Clay Logan, you do. I am your carriage ride, you are my king. I love these little illustrations with the ivy here and the little door. Thank you so much. Hey, Sonica, welcome in. Yes, Clay Logan. It has very traditional pictures to it. This reminds me of books in the 50s and the 60s, children's literature in the 50s and 60s, and then these stuffed animals. So the kind of books that I grew up with that looked like this. I am your push, you are my swing. Oh, this background here. I am your audience, you are my clown. I am your London Bridge, you are my falling down. The dad doing the most for him. Did it start out in blue at the beginning? Was it the mom? Oh, yeah. It just says parent. I think it's a mom. A mom in blue. Hey, Maria. This one's called You Are My, I Love You. This is our Valentine's Day theme. Was at dinner and shopping with brothers. Hi, all. Hey, Samantha. Welcome in. I am your carrot sticks. You are my licorice. I am your dandelion. You are my first wish. Samantha, what did you guys have for dinner? We love a good... Guys, notice how dandelions have been coming into our children's literature for a bit. We have dandelion. And then the dandelions in the other book. Little things like that always make me... Ooh, Raising Cane's. Oh my God, love Raising Cane's. Little things like that always make me think. What is the universe trying to tell me with dandelions? Make a wish. Make a wish. And below. I am your water wings, you are my deep. I am your open arms, you are my running leap. The little animals here. It's so fun. I am your way home, you are my new path. Right, Maria? Exactly. Yes, thank you guys for the 13K, 14K. You guys are working really hard tonight. And the little teddy bears. We love them. Just jumping in. I am your dry towel, you are my wet bath. This is a really good book for young kids and parents. It's a lot of the everyday chores that we do. Illustrated. I am your dinner, you are my chocolate cake. I am your bedtime, you are my wide awake. Yay. I am your finish line, you are my race. I am your praying hands, and you are my saving grace. We love it. So sweet. I am your favorite book, you are my new lines. I am your nightlight, you are my sunshine. Aw, we love it. I am your lullaby, you are my peekaboo. These blankets. We love, this blanket looks so warm. Like all the brown lines that it has. Hey, Glory Bell, welcome in. I am your goodnight kiss, you are my I love you. Putting him to sleep. The end. You are my I love you. Excellent book. Excellent. Let's rate our first book for tonight. Hey, Ronnie Graver, welcome in. Getting so cold in New York, I'm ready to snuggle. Yes, and this blanket looks really good. This blanket looks really good. All right, let's take a vote. 1 through 10. Hey, Avery Rose, welcome in. Let's take a vote. 1 through 10. 10 being the best, 1 being okay. Thank you, everybody, for the 19K thousand likes. Really appreciate it. The tea is good tonight. Avery Rose, we just finished with You Are My I Love You. Ocho for Liz. Okay. 8 for Liz. 10 for Glory Bell. Avery Rose. Yeah, it looks sweet. It was very cute. It's like a good book for parents and their kids together. A good book for the parents and their kids. Let's see. Hey, Kay Armstrong, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. All right. Let's go ahead and read our next book. This one is not a Valentine's Day themed one, but another good one that I saw. Yes, Lola, 5, but too short. Yeah, a little short. And the illustrations were, they're all right. I give it a 7. I give it a 7 because we've been spoiled with illustrations like this. You can't go wrong. If you can't use the illustrations for wallpaper, or if you can't get a tattoo from the illustrations, then it's not going to be a 10. Oh yeah, let's pause to tap. Oh, Lola, a 5? Okay, yeah. We need some real people in the audience. A 5, yes. All right, let's do 1 minute. Hey Siri, set the timer for 1 minute. Let's do 1 minute of tapping to see how high we can get. Thank you so much, guys, for doing that. Yes. Liz, we are. We are more elevated. We're elevated here in this TikTok live. We have taken the children's literature, arena, and we have elevated it. We are connoisseurs of good children's literature. It's true, though. You can't beat the illustrations on this. And you know, some illustrations really, I think it was Maria that was asking that, or saying that. Some of the illustrations really do, like, tell a story. Tell a story aside from the text itself. Yes, we are, Maria. Okay, our minute is up. Thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. Shalise, thank you so much for the heart puff. I really appreciate that. Yes. I've learned a lot just reading these books. I've learned that there are children's literature books that actually have, that are more trauma informed, like How to Say Goodbye to a Friend, How to Say Goodbye to a Loved One. We have ones with gorgeous illustrations. Like, people actually take the time to do things. Yes, they're art pieces. They're literally art pieces. Like, you would see some of these things in an art museum. Like, if I saw this in an art museum, I would stare at it forever and just look at the details of it. I'm fascinated by, like, this might be drawn on a computer or however they did it, but, like, what was the inspiration for this? A lot of patience. A lot of patience. And it goes unnoticed in children's literature. Great pieces of art. Great pieces of art that you guys have chosen to do here. Yes. It does give you like a good feeling. It makes you happy inside. All right, so Sebastian and the balloon. We love a good patchwork. We love a good patchwork. We love a good solid red when you open up a children's lit book. A good solid color, primary color to get your attention. Is it red or is it orange? I'm not sure. Sebastian and the balloon. Yes, Maria, this one's gonna be really good. Sebastian sat high on his roof, something he was never supposed to do. There is nothing to see on my street, he thought. Nothing to see at all. Let me show our friends on YouTube. So we gotta make sure that we remember our friends on YouTube. Sebastian, sitting on his roof, never should have been doing that, but he's doing it anyways. Do you remember that children's book with the patch bear? The great, yes. What was it? Was it one that we read on here, or is it a children's literature book? The Patch Bear. Tonight, I will leave and see something new for a change. Here's our little friend Sebastian, right? Corduroy, yes. We love a good corduroy book here in the live. Here is our little friend Sebastian right here on top of the house. Look at this sun. And you got these cute little orange cottages, these street lights, and this big, yes, big yellow sky. Gorgeous. Sebastian and the sun. So Sebastian gathered all things he would ever need. So Sebastian wants to go to a new place. This is us. This is us gathering all our art pieces from our Project Wednesdays. Because we have to go somewhere different. Just Susie, yes. We'll find our corduroy books. I'm surprised I didn't get a copy for the library. Yeah, we'll get some corduroy books. Yep, Clay Logan, pack it up, y'all. Umbrella. Sunflower, grandfather clock, a boat, pillow, kite. Pack it up, y'all. There's poor people around. Guys remember that? Pack it up, y'all. There's poor people around. Oh, hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. That's definitely what our government is saying. And we are the poor people. And when night fell, Sebastian boarded the balloon he built from Grandma's Afghans and patchwork quilts. Yes, we are moving to YouTube. He charted a course, he checked the breeze, and he cut the strings. So Sebastian packed up. Okay, so Sebastian is bored of where he's at. He needs something new to do. So he packs up all his stuff and he goes to this balloon that he made from his mother's. It says, Sebastian boarded the balloon he built from Grandma's Afghans and patchwork quilts. We love this. We love a good quilt in children's literature, especially with these different patterns. And this blue in the back, it's gorgeous blue. And floated free. Beautiful. Look at this blue and this moon. We love a good moon in children's literature. That's one of the things that we discovered on our life. We love a good moon. There he is, Sebastian, floating away with his little kite, with his patchwork quilt balloon. Soon it was time for a snack. Sebastian landed his balloon beside a leafless tree. "Excuse me," asked the bear. "Are you a real balloon pilot?" "Of course I am," replied Sebastian. "Are you a real bear?" "Of course I am," replied the bear. The two looked at each other right in the eyes. "Would you like a pickle sandwich?" asked Sebastian. Look at this tree. So he came floating by, and there's the bear. And here they are, eye to eye. And notice that Sebastian has this little bird friend that follows him around everywhere. We love a good, just an interruption in the story with no words, and we just get a picture. They're enjoying the sandwich together, pickle sandwich. Yes, a pickle sandwich, Glory Bell, of all things. The little bird has just a pickle. Look at these drawings. They're like sketches. Little sketches. Mm-hmm. He reminds me of Pigpen in the Peanut series. Remember Pigpen, when he would walk around, he'd have those little dust particles falling on him. Mm-hmm. Yes, Susie, just like a pencil. A little sketchy. Hey, Selena, Kyle, welcome in. The wind picked up, and soon it was time to go. Up and into the milky gray fog. "Can you see the end of my nose?" asked the bear. But before Sebastian could answer, there came a loud hop. Yes. This bird flying pokes it. It's interesting that they use this white filter to filter out the color. I wonder why. Maybe he's in the clouds. Oh, yeah. The wind picked up, and soon it was time to go, up and up into a milky gray fog. I want to try a tomato sandwich, but I need a good combo. What do you put with it? Ooh. Ooh, a tomato sandwich. Get some, what kind of cheese can you eat cheese? Susie? Just Susie? What's that? You can get those little mozzarella. That mozzarella that's already diced into circles. Mm-hmm. Ooh, bacon and mayo. That sounds really good. Bacon and mayo. And they fell down, 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 out of the fog and into the roof of a ramshackle house. "I'm sorry," said a very tall bird. "It was my fault." "It's okay," says Sebastian. "Would you like a pickle sandwich?" Sebastian, all about the pickle sandwiches. Mm-hmm. Bread, Duke's mayo, tomato, salt, pepper, Tony's, and baked BBQ chips. I loved baked BBQ chips. Hey, Dartini, welcome in. Didi's Art Workshop. Oh, thank you so much, Didi's Art Workshop. I really appreciate that. Just tomato, mayo, pepper, bread, and dill. Possibly. Possibly. Or some Gouda cheese on it. Sounds really good. With some of that crispy bread. Three sisters called out, "What are you doing up there on the roof of our house?" "Our balloon has sprung a leak," answered Sebastian. "Oh dear," said the sisters, "if only we could find our knitting needles." Luckily, Sebastian had all the things he would ever need. Oh, Dartini, it's nice to be here. Thank you so much. Bren, miss you so much, even when. Oh, I appreciate that, Bren. Oh, yes, 35. We're trying to make. What is our goal for today? I know, it's good to see everybody. I know, right? When are you going to do a mass adoption? I know, right? Yeah. 65K. Okay, yeah. Let's try to get to 65K. Yeah. Stained glass window just like the art craft. Yes, very true. The little picture in the little house. These three sisters called out, "What are you doing up there on the roof of our house?" So the patchwork air balloon sprung a leak and they landed here. And this belongs to the three sisters. And then you have the little air balloon that just floated down. And the bird. That bird is everywhere on every page. So the sisters could start their mending. Oh, that's very sweet of them. You must have been having so much fun, they said, making loops and tying careful knots of yarn. It's been so long since we've traveled. When we were very young, we'd pack strawberry sandwiches and climb up over the mountain. On the other side is the most perfect roller coaster you will ever see. Soon the knitting was done, and when the wind picked up, everyone knew it was time to go. Aww! Look at the sisters. They saw that the balloon had poked. They lost all the air, and then they started sewing it together. Aww! We love that. Yeah, strawberry cream. All of a sudden, sandwiches are coming up. So they told them, when we were very young, we'd pack strawberry sandwiches and climb up over the mountain. On the other side is the most perfect roller coaster you will ever see. That's so real. Up and over the mountain to the most perfect roller coaster they would ever see. But the paint was chipped and faded. The beams were bent and broken. The loop leaned badly to one side, and flocks of squawking pigeons roosted up and down the track. "Oh no," cried the sisters. "This is not right. Not right at all." Luckily, Sebastian had all the things he would ever need. I know, Avery, isn't it? It's kind of all over the place like this patchwork. So they fly over the mountain, and the roller coaster is not as pretty as they had imagined. I think the sisters hadn't been there in a while, so it kind of decayed. So we'll polish and paint, we'll hammer and nail, and we'll pull with all of our might. Okay, so they're going to decorate it. Or they're going to fix it. Just Susie. Oh, the one about our friend. Was that the one about the girl that wanted the Christmas tree? She got her way. The girl that she was walking with her grandpa. I can't forget about that one. That one is so funny. Let me have some tea first. Give me a second. Yeah, some of them are kind of just random. And last we'll look the pigeons right in the eyes and say, "Go away." Oh, you're right, Just Susie. That one was, yes, definitely. Gosh, I can't remember the name of that one. It was definitely, it had like all these, literally looked like somebody was on something when they wrote it. Oh, I forgot. So all the pigeons go on the railing, You have this lady on the umbrella here. I'll have to think about it. I have to go back to the lives and see. And the pigeons flew off all the way to the leafless tree, and the tree was glad to have company. Did we see this tree at the beginning? Was that? Let's see. No. I thought we had seen this tree somewhere, but no. Just Susie, it was the best. We loved it. We needed to be on mushrooms, though, in order to truly appreciate it. Good work, said the sisters. Well done, said the very tall bird. Amazing, said the real bear. Yeah. Speaking of which, who is this author? Philip C. Stead. He's very imaginative. Right, Kay Armstrong. I've dabbled a couple of times, but I'm always a little nervous about the reaction that I would have to it, because I have some friends who love doing it. It's like little dried sticks, little dried pieces of sticks, and for the rest of the day and into the night, they rode. Yes, this one's giving somebody was on a trip when they wrote this. Have mushrooms with the other stuff. Yes, it helps with my anxiety. Yes, very true. We love this sun and the roller coaster. Yeah, Kay Armstrong. Sometimes, yeah, and rode. Oh, they fixed the roller coaster. They decorated it. They made it new. Just Susie, yes, my luck, it would make my anxiety worse. Yeah. I have my friend, he tried, I forgot what he tried. He tried something, I'm not going to say it. He tried a substance, and it made him paranoid. And he said it was really scary because he literally thought somebody was after him. That would be a scary roller coaster. Yeah, what happened to the balloon? Yes, let me see. What did happen to the balloon? So they after they flew to the roller coaster, that's a really good question. After they flew the roller coaster, they saw the roller coaster and they painted it. They told the pigeons to go away. They're all on the tracks. The pigeons flew off and they all went to the leafless tree. Good work, said the sisters. Well done, said the very tall bird. Amazing, said the real bear. And for the rest of the day and into the night, they rode and rode until the wind picked up and it was time to go. Yeah. This one didn't land. This one didn't land. But you know who's here? That bird. The bird that followed him through the whole thing is the last thing we see. Yeah. Sebastian and the balloon. Exactly, Maria. The balloon disappeared. The balloon disappeared and it was just time to go. This one goes with that other book that Just Susie was talking about. Somebody was on a trip, talking animals. We love talking animals and we love forest friends, but this one is it's bordering on somebody was on a trip of something. This picture gives it away. Yeah, this story, I don't get it. They saw something on a roller coaster with a red flag and a kite. Yeah, a little confusing. The illustrations are gorgeous. We love a good sun background. But all right, let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. We read our first book was You Are Maya, I Love You. And then Sebastian and the Balloon. I would have to say Sebastian and the Balloon for the illustration. The story, not so much. So 1 or 2. I'm going to go with 2. 1 or 2. What do we think? What are we thinking? What are we thinking on this Friday night? Friday night. Karen Armstrong, yeah, this one was cute. This was like a very basic one about love between a parent and a child. Maria, that's a good breakdown, yes. Yes, Christina, thank you so much. Christina, how are the neighbors? Are they being loud? Or is it a quiet night? Loud or a quiet night? Oh, they're loud. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. I don't like that. I hate when people are loud. Guys, did I read? I think I did read these. I have some Pinkalicious books, but I can't remember which one I read. I think pink would be great for Valentine's Day. Goldalicious. I know I read this one. Goldalicious. But did we read this one where she makes a lemonade stand? I think we might have. Yeah, I think we did read both of these. Yes. They do look familiar. I'm trying to shake things up just a little bit. I'm going to go back. I found this one. Mariah Waits. Oh, okay. Waits. We're going to go back to Christmas. This is one that was, a comfort read, yes. This is one that somebody had requested, and I thought I had it in my own library, but I didn't. Too Many Tamales. And guys, look at who the illustrator is. Ed Martinez. Gary Soto. Too Many, who's heard of this one before? Too Many Tamales. This is a good one. Too Many Tamales. Maria, you remember this one from second grade? Yeah, this one's a good one. Too Many Tamales. I love this one. I remember buying this one when I was in elementary because I thought, oh, it's such a cute book. Arthur Monkey Books. Yes, I found on Valentine's. Oh. I remember the old Arthur Monkey books. Oh. Okay. Snow drifted through the streets, and now that it was dark, Christmas trees glittered in the windows. We love a good glitter. Christmas trees glittered in the windows. Look at how gorgeous these yellow lights are in this house. Glittered. Maria moved her nose off the glass and came back to the counter. She was acting grown up now, helping her mom make tamales. Their hands were sticky with masa. That's very good, her mother said. Maria happily kneaded the masa. She felt grown up wearing her mother's apron. Her mom had even let her wear lipstick and perfume. If only I could wear mom's ring, she thought to herself. I remember because we had a class party based off this book, and I was told her, oh, we had no cheese at home, so I could bring it. I love that story. That's so funny. Bring the cheese. So they're making tamales on Christmas Eve, Mom. And she's feeling grown up. She's making tamales with her mom. This is the kicker right here. This is the kicker line. Her mom had even let her wear lipstick and perfume. If only I could wear mom's ring, she thought to herself. This friend here, Maria. Let's keep an eye on Maria. Maria's mother had placed her diamond ring on the kitchen counter. Maria loved that ring. She loved how it sparkled like the Christmas tree lights. When her mother left the kitchen to answer the telephone, Maria couldn't help herself. She wiped her hands on the apron and looked back at the door. Oh, you've never had tamales, Gifford the Great? Oh my gosh. All day, just Susie. Yes, right? Diamond rings. Maria Crafty. Yes, just Susie was very familiar with the diamond ring. But do you blame her though, just Susie? Do you blame her? Look at her face. She's really excited. Here's the diamond ring right here. Yes. I love her facial expression. But I don't blame her though. I'll wear the ring for just a minute, she said to herself. The ring sparkled on her thumb. Look at how happy it's making her. There she has the diamond ring. I can't blame her though. I'm the same way. Anything that glitters or shimmers or sparkles, it's exactly how I get. My face, exactly the same way. Maria returned to kneading the masa, her hands pumping up and down. On her thumb, the ring disappeared, then reappeared in the sticky glob of dough. Her mother returned and took the bowl from her. Go get your father for this part, she said. Then the three of them began to spread masa onto the corn husks. Maria's father helped by plopping a spoonful of meat in the center and folding the husk. He then placed them in a large pot on the stove. They made 24 tamales as the windows grew white and delicious smelling curls of steam. Hey, Victoria, welcome in. Dartini, yes. I'm not cleaning that ring, right? They're going to come in and tell you, we got flour all over this. Masa. Oh my goodness, just Susie. I love it. Oh my gosh. Like, no. You don't have a, do you put it in a solution and let it sit in there for a bit? Or do you have to do it by hand? So they're making the tamales here. I think this is where the ring slipped into the dough. Oh yeah, it's like the Mardi Gras right with the baby inside. I love it. Oh, an ultrasonic cleaning machine. Oh, nice. That's really cool. I like those little demonstrations that they do when they put jewelry into that solution and it sizzles and it takes off all the dirt. The solution. A few hours later, the family came over with armfuls of bright presents. Her grandparents, her uncle and aunt, and her cousins, Dolores, Teresa, and Danny. Maria kissed everyone hello. Then she grabbed Dolores by the arm and took her upstairs to play with the other cousins tagging along. Oh, nice. Oh, fun. I think that'd be kind of fun, though. I bet you have stories about people and their jewelry, what they do to them. So here's all the relatives coming over. They're going to go upstairs and play. They cut out pictures from the newspaper, pictures of toys they were hoping were wrapped and sitting underneath the Christmas tree. As Maria was snipping out a picture of a pearl necklace, a shock spread through her body. The ring, she screamed. Everyone stared at her. What ring? Dolores asked. Without answering, Maria ran to the kitchen. Hey, John John, welcome in. Uh-oh. She realized she messed up. She realized something's missing. The steaming tamales lay piled on a platter. The ring was inside one of the tamales, she thought to herself. It must have come off when I was kneading the masa. Dolores, Teresa, and Danny skidded into the kitchen behind her. Help me, Maria cried. They looked at each other. Danny piped up first. What do you want to do? Eat them, she said. If you bite something hard, tell me. Hey, Bree, welcome in. Good to see you. So they finished all the tamales are made. Maria. She's gonna have to plow through those tamales to find that diamond ring. The four of them started eating. They ripped off the husks and bit into them. The first one was good, the second one pretty good, but the third tamale, they were tired of the taste. Keep eating, Maria scolded. Corn husk littered the floor. Their stomachs were stretched until they hurt, but the cousins kept eating until only one tamale remained on the plate. As a parent, I would have been so mad. I know, I would have been so mad as a parent if I couldn't get tamales. We've been sucking. Tamales are best though the day after, and you put them on a pan and fry them up. You cut them, and then you get 3 eggs and you put them on top. The best. Thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate that. Civid V99. Thank you so much for that. The heart hand. Sid V99. Thank you. I haven't had. Yes, really good. Maria. She's like, eat it, damn it, we need that ring. Look at her posture. John, we had a whole conversation about that. A whole conversation. This must be it, she said. The ring must have been, this must be it, she said. The ring must be in that one. We'll each take a bite. You first, Danny. Danny was the youngest, so he didn't argue. He just took a bite. Nothing. Dolores took a bite. Nothing. Teresa took a bite. Still nothing. It was Maria's turn. She took a deep breath and slowly, gently bit into the last mouthful of tamale. They're down to the last tamale. Yeah, John, we're kind of disillusioned. What stage of the grieving process are we? I think we need to read The Hair-Shaped Hole in order to find out what stage of grief we're in. I think we're in denial. I think we're still in denial. Yes, just Susie. Confusion. We are in delusion. Yes. Dartini. Yes, late stage capitalism. I won't let that take over. I love it, Lauren. Yeah, denial and bartering. Yes, depression. I feel the anger rising in me. Delulu here, Shalise. Yes. Nothing. Didn't any of you bite something hard? Maria asked. Danny frowned. I think I swallowed something hard, he said. Swallowed it? Maria cried, her eyes big with worry. She looked inside his mouth. Teresa said, I didn't bite into anything hard, but I think I'm sick. She held her stomach with both hands. Maria didn't dare look into Teresa's mouth. She wanted to throw herself onto the floor and cry, The ring was now in her cousin's throat, or worse, his belly. How in the world could she tell her mother? But I have to, she thought. The brother. So look at my stomach. Yes. Send them to somebody else. Cleaning there and go to another location. Yeah, we're not going to do that here. Yep. Right, Liz? She could feel tears pressing to get out as she walked onto the living room where the grown-ups sat talking. They chattered so loudly that Maria didn't know how to interrupt. Finally, she tugged at her mother's sleeve. Okay, this is her day of reckoning. I know, why wouldn't they just go in there and just look it up? Look into it. Take it over to Diamond Cellar. They're used to. Yeah, we have high quality diamonds here. We don't do any of that here. On to the next store. What's the matter? Her mother asked. She took Maria's hand. I did something wrong, Maria sobbed. What? Her mother asked. Maria thought about the beautiful ring that was now sitting inside Danny's belly and got ready to confess. Then she gasped. The ring was on her mother's finger, bright as ever. The ring, Maria nearly screamed. Maria's mother scraped off a flake of dried masa. You were playing with it, she said, smiling gently. So Mom had the ring the whole time. You know that Christmas tree in the back there? This story has holes in it. I wanted to wear it, Maria said, looking down at the ring. Then she told them all about how they'd eaten the tamales. Her mother moved the ring a little on her finger. It winked a silvery light. Maria looked up and Aunt Rosa winked at her too. Well, it looks like we all have to cook up another batch of tamales, Rosa said cheerfully. Aw, hell nah. That's the one way to get your kid to finish dinner. I'd be so annoyed about that. Yes, Maria, I would be too. Yes, the drama in this book. Look at Diaz. She's all judgmental with her tea. With her cafecito. She's like, I knew she would do something like that. This one's like, are you kidding me? We're gonna do what? The little girl. This is definitely a Hispanic. As a Hispanic, I feel like I relate to this scene here. Maria held her full stomach as everyone filed into the kitchen, joking and laughing. At first, she felt like crying as she kneaded a great bowl of masa next to Aunt Rosa. As she pumped her hands up and down, a leftover tear fell from her eyelashes into the bowl and for just a second rested on her finger, sparkling like a jewel. Then Rosa nudged her with her elbow and said, Hey, Nina, it's not so bad. Everyone knows that the second batch of tamales always tastes better than the first, right? When Dolores, Teresa, and Danny heard that from the other side of the room, they let out a groan the size of 24 tamales. They're like, ugh, no more tamales for us. It's like Lucy in the Chocolate Factory. When Lucy has to eat all those chocolates. Then Maria couldn't help herself. She laughed, and pretty soon everyone else was laughing, including her mother. And when Maria put her hands back into the bowl of masa, the leftover tear was gone. The end. Too many tamales. Hey, tamales. Hey, Team Emmerich, welcome in. All right, let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. We are on our third book. We've had some interesting titles tonight. And by interesting, I mean a little different. Yeah, I think it's the TikTok ban coming in to our live. I mean, they're good titles, but we've had some, I think because we were spoiled with this one. Okay, we started it with our Valentine's Day theme, You Are My I Love You. One. Then we read Sebastian and the Balloon. We went on a psychedelic trip. And then Too Many Tamales. I think I'm going to go with Sebastian and the Balloon. That one was a good one. A psychedelic trip. Let's see what everybody's voting. We've got Just Susie 1, Clip Logan 1, Dartini 2, Issa Pride 3. The ghost story is good and the illustrator's oil paint. Yes, Maria, I agree. John 3, Liz Dos. John 3, K Armstrong 3, and Sid V99 3. Shalise 3, Too Many Tamales. John, I love that there's an emoji for a tamale. I didn't know that. I need to pour some more tea. This is the last of my winter spice. I'm a little sad because this is really good tea. Winter spice. I have the cats all around me. Now that I've switched from that wall to this wall, the cats are all around me. I don't work from home, so 3, no. I know, Liz, right? Tamales do sound good. Okay, there's Bam Bam. Hey, Bam Bam. Say hello to everybody. There's Bam Bam. And then Pebbles is right here. Let me show you Pebbles. Hold on, she just got up. I'm gonna grab her. She can't hold on. Here's Pebbles. She was right there on the pillow, lying down, and she heard me talking to her brother. Look at the camera so everybody can see your little nose. We love Pebbles' little nose. She can't get away. She can't get away. I'm gonna have to pay later for that. That wasn't in the contract. She did not like that. I'm gonna hear about it later. She's gonna, what is she gonna do to get me back? Let's see. What she does is she'll get on, yeah, you have to give her a lecture. I know, exactly. She, right before we go to bed, she's got her little heating pad on the bed, but what she likes to do is she'll jump on the bed, and you know how that when you're sleeping, reading or looking at the phone, that little V that creates between your legs, she loves getting in there, and she'll just hang out there. But I can't move, can't pet her. So the moment I do that, she gets up and leaves. I'm like, okay, I get it. Hurt my feelings, why don't you? All right. Yes, Dartini, they're the best. Heating pads for cats are the best. I love it because she just sprawls out. You know she loves it. She's just all sprawled out on it. It makes them feel so good. And her little what do you call it? Toe beans. They're always cold. And I could see her putting her little toe beans on the heating blanket so they can get warm. She's so funny. Victoria, yes, we do have a goal. Oh yeah, let's do our 1 minute of tapping. Hey Siri, set the timer for 1 minute. Team member, yeah, she is. All right, guys, for 1 minute, let's go ahead and tap. Our goal is 75K tonight. We're at 50K. Let's see if we can get up there. Like, you guys killed it yesterday. You guys made a goal of, I think we did 80 something, right? 80K. 2,000, yes. Yeah, Pebbles, she, all under her terms. All under her terms. Restricting my taps tells me I'm tapping too fast. Oh. TikTok sold out. Has anybody gotten any ads from Instagram on their TikTok feed? John, have you been noticing that? Because that was one of the things I've heard people saying. Okay, our minute is up. Thank you so much, guys, for doing that. I really appreciate it. Shalise, you have? Makes me so mad. Makes me so mad. No, but mine's getting glitchy. Yeah. Just Susie, I've noticed my For You page too, just kind of weird. It's not normal. It's like all the fun, cool, funny people are gone. Yeah, just Susie, never Instagram. My favorite independent artist who plays the piano, Vaunt Mayer, he's on Instagram and looks like he sold out. Because he's on Instagram now and he got a little blue check. I think you can buy your blue check now. Yeah, never met him. I don't want to go on Instagram because too many of my coworkers are on there. And yes, Victoria, it's true. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Issa Pride. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the red notebook. I'm gonna wait for that one to evolve because all the people have to get together. Somebody was saying there was a kid that was on there. He wasn't a kid. He's probably in his mid-20s now, but he was saying that he got on Musically back in like 2010, 2011, and then TikTok bought that out, and that's when you could have like 10,000 followers within like a week. And he was talking about the evolution of it and how eventually the celebrities got on it. And that's when he said that's kind of, yeah. Yes, just Susie. Yep. I'm trying to figure it out because they do have a live button, but you need 1,000 followers for it. So I'm not ready to give up. Oh, really? Bio and it wouldn't let me, so I don't think it's for me. I mean, funny orange on Red Note, I haven't seen much. Clay Logan, yeah, neither have I. Somebody was saying on Red Note that they were just gonna split the algorithm so the Chinese people can have it and then the American people can have it. It's crazy. Very crazy. Okay, let's read our last book for the night. I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. Mermaid and Me. Mermaid and Me. Did you guys ever see that show? Has been shown to people? Yes. TOS is where, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Allie Gorney. Yes. Thumb Pilates. I love it. Did you guys ever see that show on Netflix about the people who make a living dressing as mermaids? Very interesting. Very interesting. We have this sea blue. This sea blue here. Mermaid and Me. This is me, the girl wearing a mermaid tail, in an old class photo. I really loved mermaids. Oh, The Leaf Thief? Oh, okay, yeah. It's a Friday night. I'm not going anywhere, so we'll do that one at the end. Abigail will read The Leaf Thief. So this is our friend. She loves wearing a mermaid tail. They're taking a class photo. And she comes in with her mermaid tail. Ain't nothing gonna stop her. Ain't nothing gonna stop her. Oh, okay, Victoria, believe me. I was not a popular girl. My classmates didn't believe in mermaids. They would laugh, call me names, and never ask me to play games. Aw, these are her friends. Mean friends. She just wanted to be a mermaid, and they would laugh at her. She had a mermaid tail, even. Sometimes I felt lonely. I would imagine I saw a mermaid in the water. She seemed so real, but it was only the sunlight playing on the waves. One day I was looking at the sea when I saw the top of a head, blue eyes, and a button nose emerge from the water. Then our eyes met. Yes, Issa Pride, they are. Yeah, anyways. She needs some new friends. But look at what she finds when she's playing in the water one day. She thought it was just her reflection. One day I was looking at the sea when I saw the top of a head, blue eyes, and a button nose emerge from the water. Then our eyes met. You are a mermaid, I exclaimed in delight. The mermaid shook her head. No, I am a girl, an underwater girl. She paused. I like, I like how mermaids sound. Guys, let me read that again. I wasn't in the right rhythm. You are a mermaid, I exclaimed in delight. The mermaid shook her head. No, I'm a girl, an underwater girl. She paused. I like how mermaid sounds. You can call me mermaid. And who are you? I am a girl too, I said. An above ground girl. Okay, I think there's a lot going on in this paragraph here. So she called her a mermaid. And I don't think she liked that word, or I don't think she understood. It says the mermaid shook her head. No, I'm a girl, an underwater girl. So she calls herself an underwater girl. And we know them as mermaids. And she said, I like how mermaids sounds. You can call me mermaid. And who are you? I am a girl too, I said, an above ground girl. That's a detail that if you skim through that really quick, you're going to miss it. Don't be calling me mermaid. Don't be calling me mermaid. Just because you guys think, yes, Liz, about labels. Very good. Don't be calling me a mermaid. We became friends and would spend our time together, learning about each other and having many adventures. Aw. Yes. Bush Lemmy. Hey, Bush Lemmy, welcome in. Yes. Capital M, you're right. Yes. Mermaid invited me to follow her to the bottom of the sea to look for beautiful shells. I shook my head and said, I wish I could, but I can't swim. She smiled, splashed with her palms, and said, but you will, we will. And when we swam together, she held me gently and promised to never let go. I love this book. I love it. She's helping her friend swim. Oh yeah, we're at 60K. Good job, guys. You guys are doing really good. Once Mermaid and I found a turtle caught in a piece of plastic and helped set it free. When our work was done, we watched the turtle disappear into the waves. Aw. She is a very friendly mermaid. We love her. Mermaid was learning so much about my way of life, like how it felt to ride a bicycle with the wind blowing through my hair. I have never ridden a bicycle. I don't think I ever will, said Mermaid as she looked at her tail. I jumped up and clapped my hands. But you will. We will. Oh, she wanted to know what it was like to ride a bike, but she didn't think she could ever because of her tail. But she's letting her. She's showing her the way. I told my friend that one of my favorite things to do was have a tea party. Mermaid sighed and said, I wish I could go. I've never been to a tea party. I smiled. But you will. We will. That day, we had one of the best tea parties between our two worlds. Yes, this is a very well-written book. This is a very well-written book. I love the details of it. Sometimes we spotted a fisherman. When he wasn't looking, we would dive in and place an old shoe on his hook. The fisherman scratched his head as he fished out one boot after another. We would hide under the rock and giggle. So there's the fisherman putting in his fish line. They would get an old shoe and tie it. And there they are at the bottom. Oh, thank you so much, Jesus. I really appreciate that. And on hot summer days, we would sit quietly, dreaming our own dreams together. Oh, look at the seaweed. She wrapped seaweed around it to look like fins, and then she put little shoes on. That's so sweet. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. One night there was a big storm. It had brought all kinds of garbage to the surface. I couldn't wait till the morning to see if my friend was safe. I looked and called out for Mermaid everywhere. Finally, I spotted her. I think she's caught in a fishing line. Yeah, and they've got these weights on it. I tried to untangle Mermaid, but the net was too strong. I needed help and saw a few of my classmates on the beach. I know you don't believe me and you think mermaids are fairy tales, but please believe me this once, I cried. There is a mermaid caught in a net and she needs our help. My classmates were silent for a moment. Then they turned to me and said, show us the way. Aw. Look at her. That's so sweet. Together we managed to set the mermaid free. Oh, she was in a big storm, and look at the net was tied all around her. They're all helping her out. Thank you, my friends, for saving me, said Mermaid. But I must leave. It's not safe for me here. Will I ever see you again? I asked, wiping my tears. Yes, you will. We will see each other again. And from that day on, my classmates and I picked up any garbage we found on the shore so that Mermaid could return someday. Aww. I love the message of this book. They hit all the environmental stuff. I grew up and had a family, and all that time I hoped to see Mermaid again. Until one day, I did. Aww! She had a baby, and the mermaid has a little mermaid baby. This is very sweet. So cute. The end. Mermaid and Me. Yes, a very dynamic, yes, a very sweet story. We love this one. This one was their redemption book tonight. This one, redemption. Redemption in the form of a mermaid. Yes, a merbaby. We love it. Okay, let's take a vote as some of your votes might have shifted. Yes, they do mirror each other, Bushel. You're right. It's like looking at each other. We started our Valentine's Day read aloud with You Are My I Love You. Sebastian and the Balloon, Too Many Tamales, Mermaid, and me. Yeah, I'm going to go with 4. I'm going to go with 4 as well. This one targeted all. It targeted labels. It targeted environmental issues. It targeted emotional issues. It targeted friendship. All of it. All across the spectrum. Quattro for Liz. Mermaid. All right, let me go into the archives. I'm going to go into the archives and look for the Leaf Thief. We're going to talk about anxious attachment. Anxious attachment. Something that I can personally relate to. Give me 1 second. Okay, the archives. I found this at the entrance of the archives. Oh, Pilar, you're struggling with anxious attachment. Anxious attachment is a very interesting subject. I recently discovered that I have anxious, so I'm really looking forward to this. Oh, okay, Abigail, yes. We're gonna go through it step by step together. I'm finding myself doing the same gestures you do, and it's up. Renee, I love it. Yeah. Oh, Allie Gordon, you have this one? Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's all acknowledge, those of us who have anxious attachment styles, let's all acknowledge it together. Clay Logan, you haven't heard of this one? You're a ride or die. I know you've heard of this one. Thanks. What's that? The Beefska. We're on YouTube. Click my link in the bio. Or click my link in the bio, or we're still going to do TikTok, but we're not sure. Oh, Bush Lemmy, it's new to you too? Mm-hmm. I have the book from the library, but I still haven't read it. Oh, okay, Abigail. Oh, good. Yes, I've seen your video about it, but... Oh, okay. The Leaf Thief. Yeah, join our page. We're still up in the air. Maybe TikTok, you know, their scrolling might die, but the lives are the best. The live button is the best, so hopefully they don't change that. Otherwise, we'll see. Okay, the Leaf Thief. We love a good opening here where you get leaves. Fall leaves. This is a fall classic. And we love too the shimmering foil that we see in the wording here. Shimmering foil. What a wonderful time of year. I am snug in my nest with a belly full of hazelnuts, and the sun is shining through my leafy canopy. Such lovely colors. Red, gold, orange. Red, gold, orange. Red, gold. Wait a minute. One of my leaves is... So this is our little friend here. He's on this canopy of leaves. Underneath this canopy of leaves is a squirrel on this little tree trunk here, looking up. He loves his little spot. This is what he's used to. He's used to his, he has his routines. He knows what he's going to do at what time. It makes him feel comfortable. But then he notices something's missing. Wait a minute. One of my leaves is... Oh, we reached our goal. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Missing. Where is it? It's not here. It's not under here. Bird. So one of his routines got interrupted by a missing leaf. So he starts panicking and he starts looking for it. Because remember here, he was comfortable. He would enjoy the leaves, comfortable. Then he starts getting panicky. Then he goes to his friend Bird. Bird! Because he's going to go ask his friend Bird what is going on. His routine has been disrupted. What is the matter? Someone stole my leaf. So here's Bird in his little bird nest, his little bird box. He's got a mid-century type of style. Yes, Allegorn, that's how I feel about my rings. I relate to him, yes. He's got this mid-century style here with his sofa. He's enjoying his tea and his book. Notice how Bird is calm. Bird is calm in his environment. And then look at Squirrel. Anxious. His one little leaf is missing. Your leaf? Yes, one of my leaves is missing. My leaf looked a lot like that one, the one Mouse has. That is not your leaf, Squirrel. But how can you be sure? Mouse, did you steal my leaf? No, this is my boat. See, Squirrel, it's perfectly normal to lose a leaf or two at this time of year, okay? Okay, thanks, Bird. See you tomorrow. Okay, so he's up here in his tree with Bird, and he's panicking and looking for his leaf. And he sees the little mouse has it. The little mouse is using it for a boat. But then Bird calms him down and says, see, Squirrel, it's perfectly normal to lose a leaf or two at this time of year. And then Squirrel says, okay, thanks, Bird. See you tomorrow. He calmed him down. Told him what he needed. Calmed him down. The next morning, oh no, this is bad, Bird. What is the matter this time? More leaves have been stolen. Excuse me, Woodpecker, are those my leaves? No, they are my leaves. Squirrel, I spent ages collecting them. Who can relate to our friend Squirrel here? He wasn't satisfied with the answer that he got previously. It calmed him down for a bit, but then panic struck again. Panic struck. He's looking for the leaves. Now, no, these are my leaves, Squirrel. I spent ages collecting them. Okay. Natural leaves, the natural process of leaves falling. He doesn't believe it. Bird, who's really calm, says, no, this is natural. This is what happens. No one is taking your leaves, Squirrel. This happened last year, remember? Maybe. Why don't you go back to your nest and try to relax? Okay. Thanks, Bird. So Bird calms him down again. Bird calms him down. And he tells him, why don't you go try and relax? Try to relax. Breathe in and out. Just relax. So Squirrel's really good at doing self-care. He took a day off. He probably took an afternoon off. Did some exercising. Took a bath. Breathe in, breathe out. Took a warm bath. Just relaxed. Went to bed. Probably changed his sheets. Had a whole bunch of new sheets. Probably cleaned his pajama set so he could go into bed nice and comfortable. But is he relaxing? Does it look like he's relaxing? And then look at this cute little picture here. It's at nighttime, the little glow. The little glow of light. Mm-hmm. Just Susie, right? Me too. The following morning, this is a disaster. Bird, bird, where are you, bird? I'm here, squirrel. All that self-care, out the door. All that self-care, out the door. Look at this. This is a disaster. Bird, bird, where are you, bird? I'm here, squirrel. Anxious attachment. Wait a minute. Are you the leaf thief? No, squirrel. I am not the leaf thief. I will show you the leaf thief. Where are they? Because I've got a few things that I would like to tell them. So, Clay Logan, he's the anxious attachment. He's the anxious attachment, and he's anxiously attached to Bird. Because you notice how Bird is calm. Bird goes with the flow. Bird goes with the flow. He goes about his day. But Squirrel always needs Bird to calm him down. Always needs Bird to calm, always needs reassurance. Always needs to tell him that things are going to be okay. Lauren, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Bird, Bird is trying to calm him down. Bird is like, you know what? It's natural that the leaves fall. It's natural that people will take the leaves and use them for their own. Yes. Look around you, the leaf thief. Look around you, the leaf thief is everywhere. It shakes the trees and rustles the leaves. It even takes your hat. Do you see the leaf thief, Squirrel? So here's Squirrel. Look at him. So again, Bird is trying to calm him down. Trying to calm him, telling him how, look around you. The leaf thief is everywhere. It's the wind. It's nature. Going into the water. The little mouse. The only thief is the wind. This happens every year in the autumn. Every year, the leaves change colors and the wind blows them away. They'll grow back again in the spring. Now I am going home. Please don't disturb me again. It was just the wind. The leaves change colors and the wind blows them away. Of course, no leaf thief at all. Silly me. I'm going to sleep well tonight. So Bird explains to him again what is going on. It says the only thief is the wind. This happens every year in the autumn. Every year. The leaves change colors and the wind blows them away. They'll grow back again in the spring. Now I am going home. Please don't disturb me again. So Bird is calming him down, reassuring him. Reassuring. And so Squirrel walks away all happy. Now, this is based on my own experience. As an anxious attachment style myself, I've had to accept that being an anxious attachment style could be draining to some of my friends because I constantly need reassurance, or I constantly need to be told everything's going to be okay. So this is me. Totally understand this. Totally understand this. So he took some energy from Bird. It's probably a little exhausting for Bird because he's constantly got to reassure his friend. But he's a good friend, though. He needed to go and take some self-care for himself. So he went away all happy because mhm. he got the energy he needed. But then the next day, Bird, someone has stolen the grass. And this time Bird says, sigh. So he wakes up. Again, needs more assurance. Needs to be reassured again. Bird, someone has stolen the grass. And Bird goes, sigh. The end. The Leaf Thief. Now, when I was reading this, and having done work on my own anxious attachment style, I've had to really rely on making a decision, sitting in my feelings about that decision, and not bothering my friends about it. And I have to be very discerning about which problems I'm going to share with my friends, because I just always need constant reassurance, even with my therapist. Yes, just trusting yourself. Even with my therapist, I've had to tell him, my therapist, I love it. I tell my therapist, I'm going to tell you something, but I need to tell it to you because I'm feeling it inside, and I normally would hide it, and I normally would not say anything, but because this is a safe space and I'm basically paying for this service, I would tell him, do you like me? Because every time I would end my service with him, I would think, this guy thinks I'm crazy. This guy's gonna think I'm nuts. So he would walk through it with me. And every time I would do that, after a year, I realized I have this pattern where I constantly need to be reassured. Even though I'm paying for the service, I am paying for a service for him to listen to me. And it doesn't matter whether he likes me or not. It's like, just... So when I was reading, the first time I read this, I totally related to this world. I constantly need reassurance. Need a book for avoidant attachment. I ghosted my therapist. I think I'm a little squirrel and a little bird yesterday. Samantha, I would pretend the therapist helped me, so. Right, Samantha? Yes. Guys, and it's things like that, little things like that. Like Samantha, I would pretend the therapist helped me so I wouldn't hurt her feelings. It was things like that that helped me see. Lauren, as a therapist, that was a very enlightening story. I love it. Love my therapist. She cusses and I'm like, Ellie Gorg, I love it. Yeah, I really, and it's so funny what's so funny about it is I have this thing with him where I have to ask him, is that normal behavior? And he's helped me to rephrase that. And he says, don't say normal, but is it common? Is that common behavior? And so after believe me, this is me on the daily. When I talk to my therapist, this is me. But I've learned in my process with him is that I'm the one that needs to step back. And he told me, if you need to pad what you're going to tell me, pad it. So in other words, I'm going to tell you something and I don't know how you're going to, I don't know how you're going to hear this or how you're going to listen to it, and it's really difficult because the energy for me is like, it's difficult to let that energy out because it's being vulnerable. It's being, in my head, it's being weak. But he's really good. He doesn't say anything. He just sits there and listens. I love it. Yes, Wendest. Yes, I have that I'm paying you attitude towards my therapist, but I still can't help but hope he likes it. Ask your therapist that. Say, hey, I know this is a me question. I know that I'm feeling this. But do you like me? And I did it to him because he's a guy. Um, because I told him, I said, I know that you're straight. I said, no, you're straight, and I'm gay. And I said, but I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you as a gay person, and I need for you to understand, where I'm coming from. And so, and I think I had shared this story with you guys. I told him that when I have, when I get to a point I feel like crumbling, like when I get to a point of frustration or just tired, I feel like falling apart. And I told him, I said, I just feel like falling apart and I want you to hold me. I wasn't laughing at the time. I just said, I need you to hold me. That's what I would really like. I wasn't asking him to do that. Because he asked me, how do you feel right now? And I said, this is honestly how I would, just hold me. Guys, it's so funny now, but it's real though. Sir, yeah. It is, yeah. My therapist and I share a birthday, so I always felt so connected to. Oh, that's a very nice. Yes, Allison Curry. Yeah. Yeah. Lauren, it's funny because after going through TikTok, that's why I like reading, because the intimacy that I missed out on, that intimacy with my parents just by reading a book to your kids. The conversations that you have, the pictures, that's an exchange of intimacy, and I missed out on that. And my dad wasn't very affectionate. He's the only one on this earth who gets it. Oh, very nice, Suri. Oh, that's very comforting. Yeah. And yeah, that's why we love this. Yeah, agreed. Also, think. Yes, Ellie Martin. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I like doing it, because it's a shared intimacy. And talking to my therapist that way, I didn't want the actual physical part of it. It was just being able to say it. It was just being able to say it, and to stand with another man and not be judged for it or feel weird, even though inside it just made my skin crawl, because I'm not used to that type of intimacy. I'm just not used to that. And so being in that space, I still have to, it still makes me nervous. Oh, Bushel, I really appreciate that. Yeah. It's so important. Yeah, just Susie. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm talking about, are you going anywhere with Allison? We're on YouTube now. We're streaming live on YouTube. Go to my page and then click the link. I did that with my kids. Oh, Renee, I did it with my kid. Yeah, I feel those moments here. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry you missed out. Yeah, my parents read to us. Yeah, there is Liz, right? I know, huh? Hey, little fuzzy bumblebee. This is the best. Oh, I know, Victoria. It's so good. Yeah. Being his patient. Oh, we're transitioning out of me being his patient. Yes. Yeah, he's a really good guy. I really like him. We're all just kids. Yes. We're all just kids that have gotten older, and so I find the book reading to be healing. Yes. I'm seeing a film there, and now he's. Oh, nice. Perfect. Thank you. Yes. Oh, Victoria, I really appreciate that. Victoria, I think, yeah, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. I know. Yeah, that's why I felt, and somebody brought something up too about why TikTok is so uh, popular and why the community is because um, all of the all of the people who are all of us that like to that word skit I can't remember the word, but those of us who like to hide, or those of us who are um, introverts. Yes, those of us who are introverts. It's easy to connect with people through your phone. As weird as it sounds, it's easy to connect with people on your screen in a positive way because you're in your own safe space and that the other person is in their own safe. Yeah. Connected, yes. Yeah. It's very safe. Yeah. And you don't feel judged and you don't feel, it's difficult. It's difficult because when I was in my, when I would go to my meetings, my support groups, I remember there was this lady, she used to bring her knitting. She used to knit while everybody was talking. Well, people were taking turns. And at first I was like, oh, that's rude. She should be paying attention. But I totally understand what she was doing. She was trying to keep herself busy because, when you're listening to somebody, when you're really listening to somebody, sometimes your facial expression can show. And it might look like a face of judgment and just little things like that can scare somebody away. So I feel like this is a safe space where we can just talk and we can't because I can be that way. That's one of the things that, but in my head I'm processing what somebody's saying and I'm like having a internal conversation with myself when somebody's talking, and it may look like I'm judging, but I'm just kind of like processing it. I don't know, it's weird. This live, do you have an Instagram? Pilar, I do have a YouTube page. If you go on my profile, you can click it. This live brought me out of a dark place. Oh, thank you so much, Susie. Yeah, Susie, you've been there. hmm Instagram, yeah, other platforms. On YouTube, McCannon. If you go in my profile, you'll see my YouTube link. Mm-hmm. Hannah Mood, yes. Guys, we've been on for 2 hours. I can have resting bitch face sometimes. Yes, Renee, exactly. It's a giveaway. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off because I need to take a break. I'll be back on again in 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later.